Hey YouTube, this next diecast review will be on Colton Herta's 2021 Gainbridge Honda for Andretti Autosport. This is a diecast that I picked up over at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Carb Day. I picked this up the morning of Carb Day. It was before the big rainstorm came in. You know, we had, not that big rainstorm, rained all friggin' day. Whatever. I got this that morning and we were walking around the garage as we saw final practice. Great day. But I picked this up, and it is very identical to Zach Veach's car, but of course it is a driver change. And you know, Colton Herta is a new upcoming star in the NTT IndyCar series, so this is going to be one of those diecasts that, you know, are going to be very hot products. I mean, these things were selling very, very well for Gutswear on race morning. They put them out, and they were selling very, very quickly. They were almost off the shelves by the end of the day. I mean, I know Gutswear has a lot of boxes and everything, but they were going very quickly. And I know Colton's going to be a very popular driver, so if you are a Colton Herta fan, you have interest in this diecast, please tune in and watch the video because you are going to be amazed just as I am with this diecast. But I do want to make a disclaimer before I begin the video. I do apologize for my vocal cords. My voice does not sound the same. It is very hoarse. It is very monotone. I kind of have to keep it low profile here for the next 2 or 3 days to get it recovered again. As you may well know, which driver I root for, and he just won his 4th Indianapolis 500. And go watch Joe Donahue's vlog when that comes out, because it is a heartwarming moment to see my hero and my person who he and Tony Kanaan are the reason for my obsession with IndyCar racing, just won the Indianapolis 500 the year after COVID. It was too much for me. I never cried over a race. I never screamed that passionately over a race. I never got that emotionally connected over a race. Well, guess what? All 3 of those records broke Sunday. And I had to start all over again. But yes, so this car was picked up at IMS. I will provide links in the description of order links for places where to get this. I do have a personal business relationship with Gutswear. They are my personal vendor of choice, and they are a very local business located in Speedway, Indiana. They are the sole track supplier for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. They get the diecast first, and they send it out to them. So if it's on the eBay store, I will provide in the link in the description below. And there's also great vendors you can purchase from that are local businesses. And you know, I'm a small business kind of guy, so we're going to stick with those. But anyways, the packaging design looks kind of bland. You know, I'm a big fan of the nationality on the car and everything, but there's no driver picture. There's no real, like, real color to it. You know, it looks, I mean it's almost reminds me of what the NTT IndyCar series banners look like. That's what it kind of looks like to me. You got 3 really dull colors, and you know me, I like vibrance. I like, you know, a lot of color. I like a lot of eye-popping stuff on the boxes. This one really that really is absent on this boxes this year. It really is kind of almost a drag. I mean, you can definitely tell these compared to a 2020 car. You can point these out from across the street on Georgetown, for God's sakes, what these look like. But it really is just underwhelming almost, the packaging. I'm a little disappointed with that this year. But they do have the driver information on the back of the card, as usual. And it's got all the driver identifications with the numbers and everything. And, you know, that's pretty much it for the packaging. I know we really don't go over too much about the packaging. But this year, I think, you know, with the paint splatter of black and the 3 really dull colors, it just doesn't sit well with me. I'm not really too terribly big a fan of it. Maybe it will grow on me, but it's gonna look a real big screwball seeing, you know, 3 dull colors on a packaging. But then again, I'm more of a colorful kind of guy when it comes to box designs. But anyways, we don't care too much about the box now, do we? What we really do care about is the car. We're gonna take that out here in a second. Alright, now that the Colton Herta car is out of its box, we can begin a diecast review of it. You know, here we go. This thing's quite almost identical to Zach Veach's card last year. But let's see. Let's pull up, first of all, let's pull up the driver identification card for Colton Herta. There's the card itself right here, and of course you got this year. It's kind of a little bit bland this year. You know, it's got just the 26 in his name, and of course his nationality, which that is pretty cool. But you know, I like the pictures last year. That was pretty awesome addition to the boxes there. You can read that card anytime you want there. Anyways, let's focus on the car here. You know, Gainbridge, I'm glad Gainbridge stuck around this year. They really have provided some pretty cool IndyCar liveries over the past couple years. And I thought they were going to leave when Zach Veach left. I thought that was a Zach Veach personal sponsorship. But it looks like they have stuck around with Colton, and it looks like it's paying off because Colton is doing relatively very well in the NTT IndyCar Series this year. And quite frankly, he is a championship contender. But, you know, one to notice about this car, too, is that it's very filled with sponsors. And, you know, like, we like that on Diecast. So, when Diecast is filled with sponsors, that is a very accurate representation of what's going to be on the racetrack. Keep in mind, they get these Diecasts approved back in, like, what, February, early March, maybe late January. So, to have these things so closely representative to what's actually on the track, that can actually prove big dividends here. And, oh, by the way, I got to fix one thing with this car here. Bear with me. I got a screwy rear. Oh wow. Oh, got it in place. Good. Had to snap the rear axle into place. There we go. Fine engineering techniques with Mr. Noonan here. Just kidding. I had the fine motor skills of a friggin' 5-year-old here. But anyways, here, let's go over some sponsors on this car here. We got Gainbridge here. We got Dallara, Andretti Autosport. Here we go. We got Genesis, AutoNation, Napa Auto Parts, DHL, Gainbridge, Honda, NTT IndyCar Series. 26 Gainbridge. And let's see here. We got the little Gainbridge logos on the aero screen here. We got Firestone. Rear wing plates. We got nothing here. Let's put this down here for a second. Don't know what, let's see here. Got a little logo there, can't read what that says. Got some little decals underneath here as well. Got Gainbridge, got Capstone, Kerr Bannigan, little decals there. Got Siemens and Sherry Williams. Got the PPG logo, of course, now as Roger Penske owns the series, it's going to have that logo everywhere. NTT IndyCar Series, Honda, 26, powered by Honda. Gainbridge, Speedway, HPD. Group 1001, Curb Records. Firestone Tires, 26. Group 1001. On the rear of the car, you got the rear diffuser, got the gearbox, and all the good stuff on the back. And of course, this side is the same as the left. What a fabulous looking diecast here, people. It really is just an amazing car to have. You know, it's one of those early releases. You're not going to really get that many early on, I believe. This week we are going to get the Scott McLaughlin, and we are going to get the Scott Dixon Championship cars, but those are 118 only. I don't know when the next set of 164s will come out. I know that Gutsworth got the Hinchcliffe Capstone. That's coming in. But what really pops up about this car here is that, you know, it really looks identical to Zach Veach's car, but it looks like they made quite a few modifications to it. And I really like the modifications they did to this car, because it really just looks like a race-winning race car now. I mean, Colton Herta is a fabulous race car driver, and we're going to see a lot more out of Colton Herta in the coming years. Trust me on that one. And, you know, the color you got black, you got the base color, which is black. Then you got a really bright yellow on there. Looks fabulous. I have to agree with that one. And, let's see here. Let's go over some delivery details here. The front wings, all colored yellow, and you got some blue stripes with a black stripe and a yellow stripe. Same thing on this rear wing plate here, and it kind of goes along the nose, along the tub, and the tub is mainly colored black, but you got yellow and blue stripes surrounding it. My mechanisms are pretty bad tonight, sorry about that. So you can see right there, the tub is all black, and the aero screen is all colored yellow. The aero screen is nicely detailed here. You know, they got the old Cosworth steering wheel. That's the one thing that bothers me about Greenlight, is that they haven't updated the damn steering wheel yet. That is an old Cosworth steering wheel. That is not a new updated one. They have to get the ball rolling here with that. And the side pods are all colored mainly, base color is black. We got some zigzaggy lines of blue. And the air flakes are all colored yellow. Where the air vents are, that's all colored yellow. And the engine cover is black, but the shark fin is definitely colored, or the dorsal fin, excuse me, is colored yellow. And the rear wing is colored black. And that's basically your paint scheme review of the car. Well, excuse me, your livery review of the car. Oh my god, that was bad. But, you know, overall, this is one hell of a car. This car sold well at the 500. If you're one of those lucky ones to have it, congratulations. But it is being leaked out to the general public now, and the general public is going to be getting this pretty soon, and they're going to be wondering, okay, this is any good. It's pretty damn good. You know, driver change was much needed for this car. Much needed for the friggin' team, too. But we got to think big picture here, people. We got to think big picture. I know everybody's on a budget. Believe me. We all limit ourselves. You know, I buy one of each 164s a year. I do that. That's my tradition since 2014, 2013. I've done it every year. But not many people like that. You know, people are on a budget. People buy one or two. People buy five or six. People buy half the field maybe. People buy only ones that change. Hinchcliffe Capstone is coming up. The Scott McLaughlin PPG from St. Pete's coming up. The Rossi's coming up. That's a beautiful livery. The Honda Race coming up. Beautiful livery. And that's like the next set of cars that are coming out. I do believe maybe some Penske's will come out, but they're the same. Except for the Scott McLaughlin. That PPG car is going to be beautiful. But that won't be out till like late June probably. That's probably not in the next batch that we're getting here. So, just saying, you know, if you like it, you want to dip your feet in the water, you want to get it, it's a good car to have. But for a person who's on, I got to think of, I got to play that role of a person who's on a tight budget, and they could be like, okay, maybe I can only buy 6 or 7 164s a year. This may miss the cut, and not by much either. This may just miss the cut. So it is not like, oh my god, drop everything and order this before it sells out like the SATA 164. The SATA 164 is flying off the shelves faster than they came in. If you have to be some brain dead moron not to order that car. This one you can probably sleep on. This is one of those cars like this is a David Lamb quote now. You can sleep on this car. You can order this at the end of the year. You can order this when things die down, when things aren't coming out anymore, when you have extra money. This is not a Takuma Sato 2020 Indianapolis 500 situation. You can wait on this one. And you can look back at this video 3 months from now and say, hey, you know what? Ron did a good job on this video. I see this car now. I'm going to get it now. But it is not like a drop everything and, oh my god, I have to order it now kind of car. You can essentially wait on this one. The production number is 1250 on this car. There's the top view of the car, and I never noticed the arrows here. The arrows look pretty cool when you look at it from the top view, especially from like Penthouse when this thing's zooming by you. You see a bunch of arrows. That looks pretty cool, man. That looks pretty cool. I'm glad that Colton Herta is driving this car now, and it gets the full potential of the 26 car. No offense to Zach Beach or anything like that, but Zach just was not the best driver in the world. Gee, you didn't see that coming. Him getting the chopping block. Man, oh man, you screwed up, man. Didn't do up to par standards, man. But overall, very nice diecast. I hope you guys comment, like, and subscribe. This is Race Day 12 reminding you to join Fight to Stop Bullying. It does get better. Diecast Kid is always happy to see you.